What's up, y'all? We back with another episode of Define Legacy. I'm your host, Theus Elijah McBee. Before we tap into the episode, just shout out to our sponsor again, our online store, Define Legacy. For those interested, we have shirts, mugs, everything like that. You find the link in the description of this video and of this podcast episode. All right. So just like that, let's get into it. All right. We got Marquise Briscoe on the
How's
show.
it going, guys?
What's up, man? What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
What's up? I'm all right.
Good to hear it, man. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
No doubt, no doubt.
A lot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So before we, dive into more of a conversation, if you could, man, just introduce yourself and tell the world what it is that you do.
All right. So my occupation to society is I'm a CDL driver, Class A holder. I haul freight to and from, back and forth, whatever you want to call it. I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own business. It's a print service, but it pertains to like a special niche market that I compete in, the gaming space.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Some residual income, some passiveness there. But yeah, that's what I do. If I'm not working, I'm working.
Yeah. And that's important. So I want to tap into kind of all or both aspects of that. So the first part, I know a lot of people have been interested in CDL. So talk to me too about how you got started into that.
To be honest, so everybody's different, obviously. I was getting a lot of tattoos. Prior to me getting my CDL, I was a parts guy for 3-4+ years, bouncing around. I started getting a lot of tattoos and my image was changing. I wasn't sure how my employers would take it, etc. And so I got my CDL. For those who want a CDL, just know it's work. I went to Nets in Summers, Enfield, Connecticut. What they don't tell you is there's a fast course. It's 3 months, but you need to have $5,000 up front. But I went for the long course. All right, it's 5 months. If you do it in 5 months. People have been there for a year, 2 years, on and off. They can't pass the tests, situations, circumstances, you know what I mean? But I went to Summers. I went to Nets in Summers and I graduated in 4 months. You know what I mean? I left my day job, my career to pursue this. So I was serious, but it's a lot of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But so let me ask you, was this something that you wanted to do growing up?
No. To be honest, it wasn't. I always, when you're driving past a big rig, on the highway and whatnot, you see these things, you're intimidated, you swerve the lane, etc. Like, nah, I never wanted to be behind the
right.
With the wheel of a trailer, no.
Yeah. But I say with that, was there something that happened that
my dad,
how were you introduced to it?
My dad sent me a pay stub. And I was like, yeah, I'm on that. My dad sent me a pay stub. I was venting about my, my career at the time. And he was like, yo, come do this. I'm like, why, etc. I said, give me a reason. He sent me a pay stub. It was like 2 bands. And he worked 1 week. It was under 40 hours. I was like
that.
All right. I'm doing that, change my life. So yeah,
that's okay, cool. So, it's funny, it's like sometimes like people, as entrepreneurs, we use, there's explanations behind why somebody want to start something, for family and last name and, they enjoy doing it. But sometimes money.
Yeah. Money or driving.
Yeah. No pun intended, but yeah. It'll
hey, the money come first.
Yeah. So talk to me too about the process overall of that course, right? The highs and lows of it. The part that was a little challenging and maybe, if you think so now, may have been easy.
You get what you put in, definitely. But when that time comes where you have to your pre-trip evaluation, your walk around, your maneuvers, if you're not doing and studying and knowing these things, you're not going to pass. So it's like, don't let it come to that point in time where you guys get out on the yard from the classroom, because it's classroom first, like 10 weeks. And then you go out on the yard and you miss all that information. Now you can get your CDL But say you missed all the classroom environment and you don't know how to read a map legend and posted signs. When you get out and you face reality with your license, you don't know what you're doing. You're flying through work zones. It's scary. You're switching over railroads. You got to pay attention. You got to make the best of it.
So it's like, and sometimes, you know, in classrooms whether you're in high school or college, whatever, sometimes people like skip steps or like might skip classes, right? And but you could probably get away with it. But this don't sound like that's something you could do.
I mean, you're hauling 80,000 pounds. I wouldn't.
Right. So
you kill somebody behind the wheel. Your license is class certified, so you're a regular commuter. You know, you're class D. Then you got the class Bs like bus drivers, box truckers, and then you got class As. But there's certain reasons why you need a class A. If you're hauling hazmat material, you need a class A. Over 16 passengers, you need a class A. If your GCW, your gross combination weight, is over 16,000, some number, you need a class A. Like, there's a lot of reasons why you need one, but yeah, they're class verified.
Okay, yeah. Let's make sure, you know, people know the difference between all that.
Yeah.
You know? But you also mentioned too that you're young, right? So do you know, I guess maybe the average age of people that you've either worked with or other people that have taken the course?
Yeah. There's a lot of young guys getting it now and a lot of females too, because fleets are changing. You know, fleets used to be manual trucks, 10 speeds, 13, 18 speeds. Nowadays, a lot of these hauling companies, they switch from manual to automatic fleets. So a lot of females have been getting there, you know, 20, 23, kids, 18, 19. But until they're 21, if you do decide to get it and you're underneath the age of 21, at least for CT, you can't drive out of CT. They call it intrastate. Okay. So yeah. If you're under 21, you can't leave the state. So you got to find some kind of dump truck or some local delivery, Cisco probably, touch freight. You can't do any like docks really, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
how long are like the drives? Does it vary? Like, does it?
Oh, I got you right now.
Like, are we like, I don't even know how to ballpark. I don't even know if it's like, you know, we talking like 20, 30 minutes or like 5-6 hours. Like, I don't know like what the best times are to drive.
I can only speak on my, at least for me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, you know,
at least for me, I drive the region, the Northeast, the tri-state, whatever you want to call it. I'm not even sure how this camera's going to pick up, but these are my loads. Westfield, Mass. I can actually show you a rundown. 1 second. Let me see. Hopefully it shows.
So
you see the map?
Yeah, I see near Providence, Springfield, Mass. Yeah.
So that's local for the most part. You know what I mean? I'd be home.
Okay, that's considered local.
That's considered local, like Rhode Island, Springfield, Connecticut. Like, that's nothing. You're only driving. Your commute's probably like from your yard, I want to say an hour and a half to your first stop, and in between stops probably like 30 minutes to an hour. So it's like, it's not bad, but that's what we drivers consider local. Like, you know what I mean? Because you got the over the road OTR drivers who are really commuting from CT to fucking California, whatever you want to, you know what I mean? Like, so you're a local driver. You're doing shit like that. CT to New Jersey.
Bro, but you know, being a CT, bro, a 20-minute drive is low key out the way.
Yeah.
That's
you
like,
start
whoa.
to see stuff like CT is, you probably get to the end of CT back and forth like within an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's not bad, bro. 2 hours is nothing to you. Like, you shouldn't feel phased if you're driving 2 hours. If you can't drive 2 hours, don't get your CDL. Like, your distance is your money. You get paid per mile, at least for me. So my breakdown, I don't mind showing people this. This is good. Like, a lot of you people, there's a lot of work, but again, it's what you put into it. So depending on your job, my job doesn't force dispatch. If they send me a load, I don't have to take it. But the next load can either be worse, better, etc. Like,
something, yeah.
you know what I mean? But if I want to be lazy and make no money, I can be like, give me 2 stops. If I want to be greedy and make the most money, give me 6, 7 stops.
Okay, so there is, I guess, some sort of choice here. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is, you guys see two hands, earnings, deductions. I'm trying to go to the hours. This is really good. I want to show people and how you get paid too.
Yeah, the hours is what's really good, Good.
Yeah. Hold on.
It's just cool to think, that this is, a stream of income that a lot of people need to be interested or maybe interested in, but need more information on.
There's a lot of trailers on the coast of Cali and all these coastlines that aren't being hauled because there's a driver shortage. It's crazy. Like,
shortage makes me think of opportunity. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, you're guaranteed a job.
And you mentioned someone being like, what, 18, 19 years old? And I mean, obviously, there were restrictions.
I got boys like that with their CDL, making mad money.
Yeah. And I know there's restrictions on it and stuff, but you mentioned the whole, you can't drive certain places, I think out of state, but still, being 18 and being able to do something like that.
With your CDL, all that, I don't know. It's a lot of responsibility too. So,
yeah. That's why I asked too.
I'll show you guys.
Yeah. That's why I asked too, though, about the age thing. Because I didn't know if it ranged from if it was majority of young people or
Nah. I mean, younger people a lot of minorities are getting it, to be honest.
All right, so that's nothing too. Did you do this process by yourself? I know you mentioned your dad showed you the pay stub, but did you say, all right, let me try and do this with a friend, or you just saw the money? It's all right.
Yeah, nah, I did it by myself.
Heard you.
I'm not somebody that, I did it by myself.
Yeah. No, I ask because I mean, sometimes people are a little bit more motivated when they're doing it with their mans or something like that. But sometimes you got people like you.
A lot of people do. I mean, but nah, that wasn't me.
Man said I'm out here.
I get 51 cents per mile. So if I'm driving 500 miles, I get $250. You know what I mean? So you do the math. Just generalize it. They send you a run, they send you the stops. You can put the distance in. You can account your mileage. You get paid per stop. You know how much you get paid per stop. You can add that up as well. You get your $50 for direct to work pay. So that's $50 for that day. And it's like, with that being said, they just sent you a run. You have a ceiling. There's a threshold there. You know what I mean? I have a business where I can promote. I am promoting. That's my money. So it's like the earning ceiling is limitless, opposed to that one day I'm making $250, $300. I can make that, if not more, with what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So I figure, why not take a chance on that?
Yeah. So let me ask you this though: the money that you make from CDL, do you use that money to fund your business?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I used it. I use settlement money to start my business. No. But I mean, as of now, the business is profitable as far as me being able to reinvest into it when I do need supplies and whatnot. So yes and no. It all depends on how lazy I am or how much the business is making, if that makes sense.
Right. No, yeah, I hear you. It's some of it is a numbers game.
Yeah, it's always a numbers game.
Yeah, it's a numbers game. But how does that feel though, to be able to turn down, I guess I'll say, an opportunity when you want to? Is obviously it's always choice, but
I don't even know how to answer that. It feels good. I can't what I mean, hate it. It feels good, but I let it get to my head sometimes. Sometimes I look back and I'm like, I could have took that, or my girl wants this, I want this, the house needs this. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
It's life.
Yeah, it's life.
Yeah.
Nobody's holding things over your head. I don't even like that as a man. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, a lot of it too, though, I feel like it's a good thing is you have choice. It sounds as if your back isn't against the wall where you feel like you have to do something. Yeah. But that's all right. I guess that's the part that I'm trying to figure out too. So it really is they hit you up when they need you kind of thing, or it's because it doesn't sound like it's a typical 9 to 5. So do you come in or?
Nah, there's no. There's no, I mean, we go on duty. We have these things called in the truck, ELDs, electronic log device.
Hmm.
And we go on duty. And then from there, when we start driving, the tablet puts us on D driving. And then when we stop, we can go off duty. But there's a lot of regulations when it comes to like the clock. And I guess that's a lot to get into. I probably shouldn't explain it. Like, it's just too much to explain.
Hey, someone's
But
gonna
we
be.
kind of clock in.
Yeah. Okay. But just making sure. I mean, you know how some people gotta clock in, and
Yeah.
once you do, you gotta get.
It's a clocking because I mean we get paid to show up to work. So there's a thing called direct to work pay. We get $50 per day, and if you call out, you lose it all. But as long as you work 5 days, you get $250 for the week on top of whatever you did. So it's like us going on duty is us showing the company that we're present. You know what I mean? Like,
Got you. Okay, so all right, what would you say is a tough part about having your CDL? Not necessarily just getting it, but having it and dealing with this type of industry.
it's a lot, bro. Like you really have to like be like a like
So yes,
like
sir.
a robot.
I think, yeah. I mean, but I mean, it's like even though I think like there's a shortage, and you're saying like people are definitely becoming more interested. It still to me doesn't sound like it's a popular thing. Like you're not gonna go to a middle school.
I feel like more people would do it if people are just ignorant towards it, bro. Like this was the easiest. The tuition was only $4,500, and you can pay that back in 3 weeks of work. Like, you know what I mean? People don't know that it's not hard, bro. You're probably in school for 4 months, 3 months. It's just people are ignorant towards this information. You know what I mean? I want everybody to get their CDL. It's like, fuck it, bro. You're home. You wake up for 4:30. You get home before noon. Why not? Go get your CDL.
Yeah.
It's easy. But people
and talk to me too about like the hours, like whether you're driven like Saturday nights or like Tuesday morning at like 3 a.m.
My schedule is Tuesday through Saturday.
Tuesday.
I like it that way. I use Monday, to take care of the things that consist of the week. But I get up for 4:30. I'm at the yard for 5. I get in my truck. I'm done with my trip before probably 12, 1 o'clock. I'm back home. Like the hours are beautiful. Like, but not everybody has mine, not everybody's employed to JB Hunt.
Yeah, you ever think you would consider like owning or being the head of a trucking company?
Oh, I don't know. I got a lot of friends who own their own vehicles, owner operators, and it's like
different.
It's a business. It's a business. There's expenses. When you have your own truck, you got to preach it. You got to check the reservoirs, check the belts, check the oil. You know what I mean? The fluids and everything. It's like, if you don't have these habits now, why? That's just me personally. I don't have those habits. I don't want to deal with the expense. I don't want to deal with the tolls. You know what I mean? I'd rather own a package store.
That was random as hell.
like, nah.
What?
What?
All right,
there's a lot of money, but with all that money, you're dumping a lot back into the truck. Maintenance, goals.
Well, I mean, I'm sure as a business owner, a lot of the money that you make just gets poured back.
Just goes back. I'm trying to show people like this is like the big thing I wanted to show. I don't know why I can't find it right now.
What are you looking for?
It's a video. That's truckers. We get texts every day. Different employers all sending us money. Sign-on bonus, 30 grand, 40 grand, 80.
Like just cause?
Yeah, that's the demand that.
Wait, hold on, back up. Don't speak past that lightly. So you're saying like,
I'm about to find it. I'm trying to find it now. Yeah, they just sent us job offers. I left Cisco and got this job with JB Hunt 30 minutes after. It's crazy.
So got me feeling like a reporter now, but that's not who I am. But like so you're saying like they'll just all right, so is it a bonus or like a job offer? Like is it like a company sending you like, hey, come work for us? Or is it your current company saying,
Nah, a mad company sending me text messages.
saying,
Just come work for me.
fly.
Yeah. Yeah. I got money for you, etc. All that.
And you say no.
Yeah. I mean, I'm comfortable now. I know my stops. It's easy. Me taking that opportunity would be dumb. I feel like I wouldn't do it now.
Mm.
But I mean, some people do. You know, they chase the biggest spoon. And it's like, why not just make your own? You know what I mean?
Yeah, damn. Pretty heavy. Yeah.
No, I
Well,
can't.
I mean, you can. I'm sure you can kind of see the surprise that I had just to know that like they're just randomly out here saying like, oh, you know,
All the time, bro, every day.
yeah, like we got you. But
We
hey,
got
that's
you. Want to send you the money, come work for us, come haul our freight, all of that, bro. It's scary out here, spooky with this little license. But again, it's a lot of work. You get what you put into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like I said, even before we started recording, I always know, people talk and promote the success behind what they're doing, but there's certain things that go on behind the scenes.
Don't talk about a
lot that doesn't get talked about.
When you first get your CDL, the job you want doesn't exist. You're gonna touch freight. You're gonna have the shittiest job ever. You're gonna want to quit. All of that, and it's the craziest thing is you need that job for the experience, and you have to stick around and stay. You can't jump around. You have to get the experience. They have a thing called clearinghouse. It's like you can't even. All you weed smokers, you can't smoke weed. That's true. Even in school. When you start school, 2 weeks after you start school, they have a doctor come and, clear you for clearinghouse. If you were a smoker, he has a test ready, like before the actual drug test, $20. You can take it. If you're clean, you take the actual test. If you're not, you got to wait. And you can't drive trucks. You can't go on the yard to practice your maneuvers until you clear for clearinghouse. So it's like, if you want to drive trucks, you can't smoke weed. You can't at all. You can't smoke weed. That's just ice out. Weed is not your friend. Like, I can put this 1,000 ways. They do random tests every month, and they have to. Don't get caught up. Concentra, that fake piss. No, they're probably gonna hair test you. See, there's a lot. No,
if you notice, I wouldn't say anything because that
federal license. It's a federal license. Like, I can't put it in a different way. Like, it's crazy, bro.
So what you're recommending, suggesting is that don't let weed get in the way.
Don't let weed mess your money up. Do not let weed mess your money up, okay? It shouldn't have that much control over you. The discipline has to be there. Don't let it mess your money up, dog. There's a lot of money in this. A lot. The more endorsements you get, you can haul freight for anything, anywhere, anybody. If you're not attached to any state as far as a mortgage, you can move anywhere, work anywhere, haul freight anywhere. Like, you can do anything you want with the CDL. It can take you anywhere. You can pack up and leave tonight, find a job in Arizona and be straight. Like, nah, don't let weed mess your money up. Please, guys.
Please, damn. That's real, man. That's man, I don't smoke weed, but I want to talk too about the gaming space.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's yours. That's yours. So tell us again what that is, so everyone else is.
So it's a print service I do for players of the TCG trading card game community. You got, this is, for example, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it, but Digimon, right? Mm-hmm. This is a Digimon playmat with a template for them to play on. They put their cards on it and play the game. But I mean, I was a player as well, and I knew a guy who was making mats. He's making a lot of money. I figured, why not do the same thing? You know what I mean? Nobody else is doing it. And yeah, it's working out. A lot of money. A lot of work.
So I don't know if this is going to reveal your sauce, your secret, or whatever, but I'm going to ask it anyway because I don't care.
Go.
But how do you find customers, or how do you find that type of audience?
So again, like, I played, so it's like I know a lot of the people, and I was in communities like the Facebook groups Facebook groups, Discords, you know what I mean? And it's like, we're constantly searching. We constantly want new mats to play on. So e-commerce, like the internet, like the internet. People Google all the time. I have an Etsy shop too. And then you just put the hashtags in Digimon, Playmat, TCG. Even if it's not for Digimon, it's still a training card game, TCG. They still need prints for different training card games. So it's like if you type in TCG, you're going to see my website. You know what I mean? Period. E-commerce, the internet.
Yeah.
Magic.
So e-commerce and the internet, man. Like the world we're living in now, I think a lot of this stuff is like
Powerful.
Like powerful,
You
digital. It's
don't gotta do
all, you know.
Yeah.
The,
Money.
And the thing is too about the internet is that like it doesn't close. You know, like the internet doesn't have hours.
Don't sleep. And you can't defeat it.
Yeah, like we gotta sleep. As people, you gotta sleep. You feel me? Like no matter how hard you work, you're gonna sleep.
Right.
Internet.
Don't sleep. I'm mad I can't find that video. I want people to see like how much of a demand you are. It's crazy.
So all right, let me help you out. So is it in your email? Did you text it to a friend? Is it in someone's DMs?
No, I deleted it because I was making space on my phone. But it's fine. We'll get off that.
All right. Last thing I would suggest, maybe recommend recently deleted. That's
not in there.
Oh, never mind. It feels longer, like 30 days. But so I know you said someone that you know was kind of doing something similar to that with the gaming space, but what steps did you take immediately after finding out that they were doing it as well?
I knew I bought a couple mats off him actually. I knew he was doing it for like 4 years. But so the thing about this is the sauce. So I'm gonna tell you guys. And I don't care to say it, and no offense to anybody, but it costs money to like start this business. Like, so it's like, unless you have money sitting around or you're planning on saving towards getting what I have, like, it's not gonna work. Anyway, with this business, we're printing on fabric, you know what I mean? It's not regular ink, it's sublimation. And these have to be a certain size, and it's 24 by whatever you want to make it to, but 24. All right. So 24 costs for a large formatted printer. All right. It's not around me, guys. I can't show you, but yeah. And that's at least what for sublimation, $2,500, $3K, $4K. Then you need the press, you know what I mean? And designs. You can't just use anybody's designs. You know what I mean? It's copyright. They can take you out of business. Constantly searching DeviantArt, constantly on Patreon, you know what I mean? And these artists, they have shops of their own, like they're drawing things. Why not sell a mug, a pillow, drop shipping? You know what I mean? Drop shipping. That's what they're doing. Canvases, like, so it's like you're asking them for their designs that's making them money. It's like, okay, so what do I get out of this? You know what I mean? So it's a constant give or take. Jules.
But that's what I was gonna ask too, is like, do you order like all the inventory and like have it sent to your crib, or like is it like you never really see it? Like, is it a physical part that you have and then you go
I'm not a drop shipper.
Okay, I was working around that question. I was working around that term. Yeah.
No, I either make my designs. Actually, no, me and I go to Joann's and I get my fabric. Okay. As far as the fabric cutters, the mats, all of that, I bought it. Like, I don't drop ship these images. I can, but I don't. You know what I mean? Yeah. All my stuff is in my house, in-house inventory.
Okay.
You know what I mean? As far as, because you got the people who own businesses. Oh, why don't you go get your stuff Alibaba or overseas? Like, the domestic market actually, like, it sucks. So I get what they're saying, but when you're buying overseas and you're outsourcing materials and stuff, yeah, it's cheap, but they get you in shipping. You know, if you're let's say a t-shirt business, if your press comes on a pallet, that's like what, 500 right there. Like, you know what I mean? So it's a lot, like, but you have to like be a student of the game to understand this. It's hard. Yeah. Like, I feel like just saying it, people don't understand.
Yeah. It's definitely, like you said, like, it's a give and take thing. And I also feel like you probably got to try it out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I learn things every day every day about this business, entrepreneurship. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like you want to give up sometimes, but why? You know what I mean?
You have a why?
Like, huh?
So do you have a why?
Yeah. I feel like ownership is just key. Like, not that this isn't, I'm not a prisoner. My mind isn't in shackles, but I live in this world too. I know what this world has to offer and whatnot. I feel like I do anyway. And from residing in this world, I'm Black. My image to society is crazy. I working as a parts guy. People come to the parts counter and ask me questions like, how much time did you do? Because of like, it's like, nah, like I'm never giving them that much power. Like I can leave my job right now, be straight. I can show you guys, my accountant can show you. I have a long, like I get orders, like it's crazy. Like, and even if I don't, it's like the peace of mind, the traffic gives me reassurance. It's like, this is gonna work out. I can show you, like, this is the first day at launch.
And tell us again how old you are.
I'm 26 years old. I'm a old. That's old though.
Oh man,
Like, that's old. 26 is old, guys.
I was just asking the question. You know, I'm not here to say old or young.
It's like I'm a young OG.
Man, I'm a young OG.
But to anybody, yo, with one occupation, that's just not the way to go. And this is just one source of income outside of my occupation. Many more to come. And just keep elevating, guys. Like, keep trying new things, invest in yourself, invest in yourself, invest in yourself. It's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off. And even if it doesn't, that process of elimination, where it's okay, I tried this. It didn't work out. Let me try something else. That's important. It's important. It's important.
What was that?
Tough thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Always try new things, guys. It's like, I never made a rug before in my life. Look at my face. You think I care? You think I care, guys? No, I don't give a fuck. Cause it's not. I researched it. I seen it, and to me, I think it could work out. Mind you, guys, to make a rug is just the tufting gun, a projector, and thread. Once you project the image, you just trace it. Does that sound hard?
Huh?
No, exactly.
All right, let me ask this. Where did that mentality come from? Just the idea of, avoiding one income at all, costs. Because, like you say, you're 26 now, so you're not old, but you're not young.
I don't know. To me, somebody like me, that shit can't be taught.
Right. It's literally, it's gotta be a party.
I feel like you guys, you have to fall. Like, until you fall, you know what I mean? You'll never have it in you. And that's not a problem. You know what I mean? I don't want people to fall. Like, if you never had to like fall on your face, cool. But that's just me. Like, I've been there.
Yeah. So, but that's a good thing though. It was probably a blessing in disguise, because now you can use moments like that to,
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I feel like you got to be born with it, bro.
You think so?
Money isn't everything, but yeah, you got to be a demon. You gotta be a demon. You gotta be yourself. Gotta be a demon. These people will perceive you, 30 years old, 140, 5'9". Like, they'll perceive you, bro. And based on that perception, they'll treat you accordingly to however they feel. Like, nah, that's when you speak up, and that's when you let them know who you really are, how valuable you really are, what you really bring to the table. Silence is also an answer, but sometimes you got to say something. You know what I mean? And again, it's all perception. People perceive you and they act on it. I don't blame people for it. Again, I talk about people all the time. People talk about me. Hey, my tattoos. Like, I don't care. Like, I just want people to try shit, bro. That's it, bro.
Tattoos and money.
Yeah. A lot of money.
Tattoos and money. That's, but so talk about that too, though. Like, how perception can sometimes be irrelevant, right? Like,
perception is always irrelevant.
Like,
to me anyway. I've been through it a lot. I feel So, my image is kind of different from yours. You know what I mean? People perceive me differently. And there's a lot of like preconceived notations when it comes to people like me, right?
Mm.
Jail, criminal. I've had people do weird stuff when I walk by their vehicles and all that. Like, the perception sucks. But I mean, I'm only human. Nobody's more human than you. I perceive people too. Don't get me wrong. So, you know what I
Right.
mean?
We are
Like,
human beings. Like nobody is blind, right? Like nobody
yeah,
views like
I'm,
you're a human being.
I'm a human being. I perceive people too, but it's like, it's crazy.
As long as they don't cross the line with the disrespect.
Mhm.
I think that's where it should probably.
I rather them do it though.
You really?
Yeah, I always say that. I put on Facebook the other day, like, if you hate me, let me know. I'll teach you time management. If you hate me, let me know. I'll keep you close. Like, I'd rather you inform me than you not say anything. And it's like, well, what's your actual, like, motive, or how do you really feel about me? You know what I mean? Like, let me put you on. Let me help you out. Why do you hate me? People don't even know why they hate people. Just they hate themselves. Like, what did I do to you? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You put your accomplishments and your greatness on social media. It's like, well, don't hate me for it. You know what I mean?
It's like, people hate you before they even meet you.
Exactly.
You
It's
know?
like, I'm not even really doing much. To me, I am, but to you, I don't know. like,
But I
like,
mean, I think though that could probably be good in your overall journey, like with entrepreneurship, right? It's like not
mm.
caring what people think about you has probably helped you make a lot of money.
Oh yeah, of course, of course,
You
of
know?
course. I've been stopped at, like, people. Listen. I don't care. This, he probably doesn't care. The world doesn't care. Okay, they probably see it and that's it. Like, but they don't care. Do what you want to do and just do it. You know what I mean? Get your neck tatted. I'm only telling you that because I did it. Okay, but get your neck tatted. Get your face tatted. Nah, I'm playing. But be in a position to do things. Okay, that's what I always made sure. I always made sure I was in a position to do it. Before I got my little CDL, I felt like it was okay to do. I felt like it was okay to get my neck tatted after I got my CDL, and which it was. Like, it worked out for me. But regardless, it would have worked out because I'm a doer. You know what I mean? You got to know yourself too. If you want to be regulated by society, you know what I mean? Hey, but society will also regulate, what you want to do with yourself, your vanity, and nah, I can't do that.
Yeah, facts.
Entrepreneurship. That's all I have to say. Like,
Yeah,
that's all I have to say. I want people to just be themselves and be able to do whatever they want to do, bro. I want everybody to win. That's it.
I want everybody to win. So, all right, so that's a very good statement. That leads me to my final question. It's the question that I ask everyone that's been on Defined Legacy. And that question is, how do you want to be remembered?
As myself. Remember me as Marquise Briscoe. Like, I don't know. Remember me as the doer. Like, I did everything I said I was going to do. Yeah, I know that. The people who know me anyway. Look at my success. Like, look at the path you know what I mean? Like, no decision I've made stopped me from being my best self. Like, my circle will tell you. And they're all great individuals, doers as well. Remember me for being myself and never letting it stop me from success. Please, like, Shy Glizzy shit. like,
Oh my gosh. This man was doing so well. But that's real though. I mean, that's how you want to be remembered as a doer.
Yes,
So
don't be a don'ter, guys. Be a doer.
take action. That's what it is. Take action. Like whatever it is that you want, just take action to the point where it's like, all right, try.
Don't be trying nowadays, and it's crazy.
Yeah. You just can't really complain about your situation and then not do anything about it. you know.
Exactly.
So, but if you could, man, I got a favor from you too. Could you drop all of your social media, you know, where people could find you, your website, your business page, all of that. So feel free to run wild with the promo, man. I mean, this is
Add him. Yeah, something.
I mean, remember too, it's this on Apple and Spotify too, so the visual is not going to be there for everybody listening. So you guys,
yeah. I'm trying to really show people the game, like, but all right. So you want me to say it?
Yeah. I mean, both too, because I mean, you remember it's on YouTube, Apple, Spotify. People just going to be listening with the audio too. So you know,
my social media. I only have Instagram and Facebook, but you can find me at Marquise Briscoe as far as Instagram. Same with Facebook. My website is thegamingspace.net. All right. For anybody who's in the training card game community, they need a play mat, etc. I make 1-players, 2-player cloth mats. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's really it. Marquise Briscoe, MARQUISE BRISCOE.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And are there any final words you want to leave our lovely audience at Defiant Legacy with, man?
Please just invest in yourself. All right. Saving is the slowest way to any riches. Like, invest. You know what I mean? Like, just be yourself, believe in yourself, trust your intuition, do what you want to do. Please. Like, please.
Yeah, and that's real too. I mean, you know, you just said invest in yourself, and I know it's even in the story that you mentioned, and you know, back to what the course was like 4,500, or you know, you realized you had to spend like 4 months in order to like really take the course. Like those were investments in you.
Investments. I left my day job to pursue school, like, but you got to have that faith it's gonna work out.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of things to invest in, man. You know, stocks and real estate and cryptocurrency and all these different things, but
Make sure you're in a position to do that too, guys. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta have money to invest. Like, don't be an idiot. At least that's how I feel anyway. No, if you're making 32 grand annually, 25, maybe you shouldn't invest that. Maybe you need that money. You know what I mean? But it's all situational too, circumstance.
Yeah. But I would say too, though, still leaving that statement open to interpretation, invest in yourself. Like you didn't say invest money in yourself. Obviously, that's what we talked about. But you can, you know, go on YouTube and just that's an investment.
Exactly.
Like
in knowledge, seek it out. Words are investments as well. People, investments. It helps tenfold, saves you time, years, guys. You know, when you talk to the right people. So communicate. Period. Communicate. Oh my God. One mentor, you can't have one mentor. He can only teach you so much. You need multiple mentors, guys. Multiple ways, incomes, whatever, however you want to generalize it. Like, multiple ways of everything, money, knowledge, everything, guys. Come on. Come on, guys.
I think that's been a common thing among this episode, though, is like understanding, like, yo, the world is bigger than just one thing.
Yes.
The world is bigger than just, you know, one piece of education, one, you know, stream of income, whatever. It's bigger than just that, you know, one business, whatever. So
it really is.
Yeah. And even going back to your when you mentioned job offers. Like
I need to find that video. Like if people seen that video, if people seen every day, bro, every day, it's like text messages. If I logged into my Indeed, if we shared screens, you'll see numerous jobs. You know what I mean? But the grass ain't always green on the next side. Let's get the grass green and rewater it. You know, why continue to train by leaving this company and continuously getting training pay, losing my benefits? You know what I mean? Like, it's just not worth it. Again, don't chase the bigger spoon, create your own spoon. Okay. Okay. You keep getting handed these forged molded spoons. It's like, no, make your own spoon. Take that money, reinvest it. Take that in whatever you want to reinvest it in. You, stocks, whatever you want to do. Don't just have one income, guys. Assets, assets, assets. Liabilities suck.
They suck. Facts.
Stop impressing people. That's what we don't do. Okay? We don't impress nobody. All these internet spenders, they have no money in real life. My friend, all right, paid off all his student loans and whatnot. He has over 80 grand in the bank. Mind you, to me, the American dream is you being financially free, right? He has no student loans, no debt. He paid his car off, everything. He's about to be a platinum member at his bank. Do you guys even know what that means? Gold, silver, platinum, different memberships, different phone numbers that you get. He doesn't call the regular customer service line. They're celebrities. You know what he asked me? Let me go to this. This is important. I want people to understand, like, they're celebrities with all this money, right? But they have all this debt. So what's his net worth?
Net worth, man. Net worth is, some people care about it, some people don't, but net worth is not just what you have in the bank.
It's not.
It is not how much money you have at the crib.
It's not.
There are numbers that need to be calculated.
It's not.
If you got a good amount of liabilities, and some people, like I said, don't care about the net worth, and that's completely fine. But understand that shit is real.
It's real.
Like,
and it's overlooked. People, listen, assets, guys, assets. I have to say, like, it's tough.
Assets and avoiding, I think, like liabilities that you may not need, or liabilities that, are putting you further and further into debt. For no reason too. Like, lifestyle marketing is a real thing. It sucks, but it's a real thing. I get it. But if you're just buying shit just to
impress people,
that's like, all right, come on.
Yeah.
Like, why? Come on. But yeah, lifestyle marketing is. But you gotta make sure that I feel that it's done in a way that's like, all right, let me have some sort of strategy. But
I wish I would have had this all planned out. They would have got so much knowledge.
What you mean?
All right. He said net worth is all your assets minus what you owe.
Yeah, assets minus liabilities for the most part.
Right. So again, he has no debt, all this money. It's like, in a sense, his net worth is more than this celebrity that you think has all this, all that, right? Like, guys, like, stop impressing people, okay? They don't care. They don't care.
Yeah. Like, only people you need to be worried about is yourself and your family. Like, everybody else.
Period.
I can't say certain things because I'm the host of the show, but everybody else, leave it at that. But you feel me?
Your family. That's it.
Like, you don't got nothing. That's the thing too. You don't have anything to prove to nobody. Like, that's really the mindset you should have. Like, you don't have anything to prove to nobody. Because the thing is, all the people that you trying to impress and look good for or whatever, if shit go left, you know what I'm saying? If something happened to you, those same people are not about to pay your rent. They're not about to pay your car note. They're not about to pay your student. They're not. So it's like, what are you doing? But, like I said,
mentalities early, guys, please.
Like,
knowledge is power.
It really is, man. And everybody's everybody's in different situations. Everybody. Like, there's no two people on this earth that are in the same financial shit. When you take into consideration, people got kids, people going through a divorce, some people got to take care of their parents, some people just straight up broke, some people are unemployed, like whatever. Like, nobody's the same, bro. Like, no, I'm dead serious. Like,
I was there.
Fact.
I know.
You're not about to. I don't know, man. The comparisons that we're living in with this world, man, is getting crazy. It's getting crazy. It's getting spooky. It's getting spooky. It's gonna get worse. Like, with the way
I
social
don't want to
media
talk.
is, it
I
might
don't
get
want to talk about certain things. People have differences, but I just feel like it's getting worse, bro. Now's the
no, by
time.
all means.
Know your worth, guys. Invest in yourself. Be yourself.
Yeah,
Get one
that's
life.
yourself and understand that this is all, like you said, like we said before, it's a numbers game, you know, and
Everything's a numbers game.
everything's a
And
numbers game.
even with every job, you two chess players. Who's moving the rook first? Who's moving the
Mm.
pawn?
Mm.
Checkmate. Who's doing it? You know what I mean? Don't give them too much control. Don't.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, definitely a fire episode, bro. Such you weren't able to find the video and whatnot, but dope episode regardless, man. Again, really do appreciate you being on the show. For those of y'all listening out there, obviously subscribe to Define Legacy on YouTube, Apple, Spotify. Follow on Instagram. Again, check out the online store and the link in the description of this video and episode. But yeah, man, dope episode. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. And
Anytime, man.
for sure, man. All right, y'all. We're gonna see you on the next one. Peace.